Chosen ones, September 21st, a sacred milestone that cannot be taken lightly. This is not just another day you casually pass on the calendar. This is a moment etched in the divine realm, carrying the powerful frequency of transformation. The energy of this day is unlike any other. It is a signal of a profound activation unfolding within the layers of consciousness and the soul. A new gate is opening. Things that were once delayed, blessings that were held back, are now finding their way to the right people, the right places. Those who have kept the faith, who refuse to retreat even when tested to the limit. You are the chosen souls. It is no accident that you are here at this precise moment. Your spirit has responded to the call of a new era. September 21st is not merely about time. It is about a sacred shift taking place, and you are standing at its threshold. Stay with me through this message, for every word carries a purpose. To prepare your heart, to strengthen your faith, and to expand the spiritual space within you to receive what has long been prepared for you. If your heart is stirring, leave the number 999 and your most heartfelt blessing in the comments. This seemingly small act is a declaration of your energy to the universe, that you are ready to receive, ready to step forward in faith. Let this simple step become the key that unlocks a reality orchestrated just for you. Remember, you are not merely listening, you are activating. This is a deep participation, not just with your thoughts, but with your presence and your true vibrations. Let the deepest desires of your soul be heard. And don't forget to share this message with someone else who might need this awakening too. September 21st is not random. It is a divine preparation that has been set in motion long before now. Perhaps you have noticed the signs, strange dreams, an inner stirring, or sudden disruptions that seem to make no sense. These are not coincidences. They are echoes of a change that is about to manifest. When breakthroughs are near, chaos often comes first, because opposing forces always try to create distractions to slow the progress. But in this moment, a divine convergence has begun. This transition is not just about material things. It is about power, about voice, about influence and light returning to those who are worthy. For too long, opportunities and authority have been held tightly by those who never honored them. But now, divine justice is being restored. And you, the one who endured, are on the list for restoration. Think back to all you've survived, the moments you nearly gave up, the seasons that felt hopeless. None of it was random. It was all preparation for this very moment. And now you are ready. September 21st is your appointed time. You have been trained for what is about to happen. Because what is coming on September 21st is not for those unprepared in mind and spirit. This is a mighty shift, and only those whose souls have been refined, whose endurance is proven, whose vision and inner strength are unshakable, will be able to receive it. It is no accident that you are hearing this. You are among the few chosen, the remnant still standing after all the storms. You are the vessel carrying what many could not hold. This transfer will astonish many. Those who once dismissed you, who pushed you to the margins, will have no choice but to witness your unstoppable rise. This is not merely about material gain. This is recognition, a confirmation from the universe that the real you is now ready to be revealed and to shine. September 21st is the moment when what was once hidden will be brought into the light and the chosen souls will step into their roles. This is a movement on a global scale. Even the earth itself will respond, for the frequency you carry cannot be ignored. And you do not need to chase it. No forcing, no striving. Everything will come as long as you stay aligned in spirit. Keep your faith steady and keep your heart wide open. Once it begins, it will not stop. A message, an invitation, A door you thought was closed will suddenly swing wide open. Think of it as a domino effect, one movement triggering another until your entire life has been reshaped. This is not a fleeting moment. This is the beginning of a new season. You do not need to prove your worthiness. The fact that you are here right now is proof enough that you have been chosen. And on September 21st, the gate will open for you to step into what has always belonged to you. A new portal is on the verge of opening. What you need will arrive right on time. The help will come through the right people at the right moment. What you once waited for is no longer in the distant future. It is being pushed toward you now. Because this transition is not random. It has been divinely orchestrated. A moment marked upon your soul long ago. September 21st is not just a date on the calendar, it is a sacred appointment, an ending to delays and the beginning of receiving. It marks the shift from being held back to breaking through, from anonymity to being called by name, from lack to abundance. This transfer is not only about material blessings. It is the answer to every dream you've carried, every prayer you thought went unheard. When the energy is released, it will not trickle in. It will come like a flood, overwhelming, as if the universe itself were declaring, "The time has come." Picture this. Every act of kindness, every silent sacrifice, every word spoken in love, every unseen tear, all of it has been a seed. And in the darkness, beneath the surface, it has been taking root. September 21st is the harvest, the moment when the unseen becomes seen. You may feel it in your body, a strange current of energy, a lightness or a deep awakening. The repeated numbers, the divine coincidences, the strangers confirming what you secretly believed, these are the signs. You have not been forgotten, you have been chosen. And when the blessings begin to manifest, the doubters will be silenced. There will be nothing left to prove. Walk forward with certainty and humility, for on September 21st, the entire landscape of your life begins to shift into a new chapter, the one you were always meant to live. What you are about to step into will surpass every excuse. The coming transition itself will be the undeniable proof, the answer to all the doubts, to all the criticisms, to those who never believed in your path. September 21st does not just bring reward, it delivers a profound lesson on the timing of destiny. You may have felt as though you were left behind, as though opportunities had slipped away, but the truth is, the chosen ones are never late. They have only been hidden under a sacred veil, not for rejection, but for protection. Some things, if they had arrived too soon, would have overwhelmed you, even destroyed you. But now, you have been refined, strengthened, matured. Now, you are ready. That is why this transfer can be placed in your hands without fear of it being lost. This is not luck. This is divine calculation. What will unfold on September 21st is not merely about personal elevation, it is a restructuring of influence itself. What was once misused will be set right. Resources once controlled by the wrong hands are now being redistributed to those with the right hearts. A new era is being established where the light will no longer be suppressed. The chosen ones are being elevated, not for pride, but to lead the way. And you are part of that divine alignment. You are not only being blessed, you are being called to be a channel of blessing, to lead with compassion, to bring restoration where there has been brokenness. Do not take lightly what you are about to hold. It is beyond ordinary understanding, and therefore your faith must expand to receive it. This transfer is not just a gift, it is a responsibility. It requires you to live with integrity, for true light never retreats. September the 21st is not the end. It is the beginning of an irreversible era. Once you cross this threshold, nothing will remain the same. There is no going back. Nothing can stop your rising now. You are stepping into a flow of energy that will not end with your generation, but will extend to those after you, as a testimony that every effort, every sacrifice, every moment you refuse to give up has mattered. September 21st marks the reason you are still standing, because the fire could not consume you, the storm could not sweep you away, the betrayals could not touch your core. You were preserved, not because you were delayed, but because you were set apart for the right time. This is that time. September 21st is the beginning of the unveiling. It declares that nothing you went through was meaningless. Every rejection, every closed door was part of a greater plan leading you to this moment. From here, you will not only receive, you will rise. You will not only be blessed, you will be established. When the door of destiny opens, there is no turning back. Life itself will be reshaped around the new person you are becoming, and you must be ready not only to receive, but to expand, to steward, and to protect what is being entrusted to you. You will see opportunities you once thought impossible begin to find you. People will sense the difference, even if they cannot explain it. The atmosphere around you will shift, not into silence, but into the resonance of someone living fully in their calling. Yet, with the light comes attention. Not everyone will celebrate your rising. Some will not understand. Others may feel threatened. This is why you must walk with wisdom. Some things are meant to stay between you and the divine. September 21st will not only establish a new reality around you, it will reshape the way you see yourself. From this moment forward, you will begin to see yourself through heaven's eyes, whole, worthy, valuable, and chosen to bring transformation to an entire generation. It is no accident that you are being called. The blessing to come is too great to stay contained in one life. It is designed to overflow, to influence, to transform the entire environment around you. Do not be surprised when the attention begins to turn toward you. What is about to emerge cannot be hidden. Your light will break forth, and those who once overlooked you will have no choice but to see not only the change, but the truth you now carry, the wisdom they need to learn. Learn. That is why you had to walk through seasons of loneliness, misunderstanding, and delay. Not because you were unworthy, but because you were being prepared to carry the weight of public recognition. September 21st is the moment when the veil is lifted. From that point on, the energy around you will no longer be restrained. Everything will begin to accelerate. You will be amazed at how quickly the doors will open. Years of waiting will be released in a single, divinely appointed moment. This is how heaven balances the scales. You are not living by the world's timetable, but by a higher schedule set long ago. What takes others a lifetime to build may come to you in a single season. Not because you took shortcuts, but because you survived the testing. The coming transfer will not only change your circumstances, it will reshape your mindset and your very soul. This is not the ending, it is the beginning. A new chapter, a new vision, a new standard will emerge. September 21st will not only affect you, it will affect the very bloodline you carry. You are the interruption to the cycles of pain and the invisible limitations your ancestors endured. Through you, a new story is being written, a story without lack, without bondage, marked instead by restoration, justice, and an eternal legacy. You carry more than your own battles. You bear the unfinished struggles of those who came before you. The limits that once stopped them now rest on your shoulders, not because you are too small, but because your role is far greater. The pain runs deeper, the responsibility stretches wider, because when you rise, your influence will ripple further than anyone ever thought possible. You have been chosen to end the ancient chains of suffering. September 21st is the moment when endings become undeniable and new beginnings ignite within you. When this mighty shift comes, it will not only lift you, but everyone connected to you, your family, your community, your students. Picture this: future generations walking in the freedom you pioneered, children not yet born stepping into paths you cleared, lives unfolding with opportunities you once only dreamed about. They will carry honor, confidence, and abundance because you endured, because you chose not to quit, because you answered the sacred call even when everything opposed you. Your lineage will be linked to the energy, the vision, the destiny you pressed toward. When people speak of you, they will speak of the one who shifted the balance, the one who opened the way, and that is the purpose of this divine transfer. Legacy is not only money left behind or tangible possessions. Legacy is built from the transformation of the soul, from confusion to clarity, from instability to strength. The transfer of September 21st will bring peace where there was chaos, light where there was darkness, and stability where there was shaking. Your family will no longer be defined by old wounds and generational limits. Instead, they will be established on the foundation you are now laying, a foundation of strength, vision, and lasting values. This blessing must be large enough to hold not only you, but everything and everyone connected to you. That is the beauty of divine choosing. You will not only receive the blessing, you will be entrusted with the responsibility to sustain it. Heaven will grant you not only abundance, but the wisdom to preserve it. What you learned in the seasons of lack and trial will become the treasure that keeps this transfer from becoming a burden, turning it instead into a light that guides others. The memory of scarcity will not leave you ashamed, but awakened, equipped to steward this inheritance with humility and vision, the chosen one. September 21st marks the moment the generational curse breaks and the generational blessing begins. The line is drawn. The old stops here and the new begins with you. You are the bridge beyond the pain, the source of transformation. And once this transfer begins, it will not be reversed. The story of your family will be forever changed. This is not merely a personal turning point, it is the unveiling of a sacred mission. You are not only representing yourself, you carry the unfulfilled longings of your ancestors and the yet unformed dreams of generations to come. September the 21st marks the moment when the prayers of the past converge with the visions of the future, and you become the bridge between what was and what will be. You are standing in the middle of history, where you, the chosen one, take on the role of rewriting the ending of a story that has been repeated for far too long. And the promise given to you is clear. Your name will not be forgotten. Every sacrifice, every quiet effort will be honored. September 21st is not only the day you rise, it is the day your bloodline steps into a new chapter. You are crafting a legacy that cannot be erased, a mark that outlives time itself, proof that you were chosen for something far greater than yourself. This transfer does not stop with your family. It carries a ripple effect, waves that break through personal boundaries. When the chosen rise, the entire atmosphere begins to shift. September 21st is the first wave, like a stone cast into still waters. The ripples begin to expand outward, touching layers, communities, even nations you never imagined. Systems once thought unshakable begin to tremble. Old patterns come under fire. Justice and a voice for the forgotten start to emerge. This is no accident. It is the result of chosen vessels stepping into positions that have waited for them all along. You are not bringing change only for yourself, but for thousands you may never meet. Picture this: schools rising where ignorance once reigned, Communities that were fading, now revived. Voices once silenced, now echoing in global gatherings. That is the power of September 21st. When the chosen take their place, the world itself begins to shift. This generation is searching for authenticity, for leadership born from the heart and not from self-interest. That is why September 21st carries such weight. When the chosen rise, they bring more than wealth. They bring dignity, innovation, and truth. They will restore balance where corruption has devoured it, bringing light to places where darkness once seemed untouchable. This great transfer is heaven's answer to earth's cry. You will witness something beyond the ordinary. As chosen voices emerge everywhere, culture itself will begin to change. What was once glorified will lose its hold. What was once overlooked will be lifted high. The voices of compassion, creativity, and truth will rise louder than the voices of greed and oppression. The world will begin to see the ones who were once invisible, because this transfer will give them not only resources, but the foundation to stand tall. September 21st signals that the season of hiding is over. Their time of influence begins now, and you, the chosen one, are the solution waiting to be revealed. Within you are visions and gifts that have yet to fully unfold, waiting for a divine moment to come alive. That is why the transfer must happen now, because the world needs what you carry. The blessing you are about to receive is not for wealth alone, it has purpose. Heaven gives so that you can give, so that you can equip others, so that light can flow through you. As you step into this new flow of power, your words will echo in places you never imagined. Your presence will transform atmospheres. Your ideas will become answers. Your influence will shape the future. Global transformation rarely happens all at once. It begins with individuals who dare to embrace the transfer and steward it with wisdom. That is why this moment matters so much. The great transfer is not merely about your hands being filled, it is about the earth being covered with light through you. When you prosper, hope spreads. When you rise, others are inspired to believe again. When you live according to the sacred calling, entire systems begin to tremble because creation itself is moving through you. Prepare your heart, chosen one. This transfer is not a fleeting event, not just a burst of fame or personal gain. It is a global signpost. It declares that heaven and earth are converging, that the times have shifted, and that the chosen, like you, have taken their stand. September 21st is not just the day you are blessed. It is the day the earth receives the long-awaited answer through you. Once the wave begins, it will not stop until it reaches every land, every heart. The great transfer of September 21st proves that your rising is not only necessary, but inevitable. When you step into this moment, the world will feel the vibration of your breakthrough like never before. This divine exchange testifies that nothing in your journey has been by chance. Every piece, every trial, every delay carried purpose. And now the full picture is being revealed. A deep inner peace will settle in your heart, assuring you that you are standing exactly where you need to be. In this alignment, divine power will flow freely. Chosen one, after September 21st, your words will carry a new weight. When you speak, doors will open. When you declare with faith, circumstances will shift. This is not arrogance. It is heaven's empowerment flowing through you. You will carry an influence that begins in the spirit, and others will sense your presence before they see your results. Your environment will respond to your frequency because this transfer elevates your entire being. But its purpose is not for self-glory, it is for service. The abundance entrusted to you is sacred, set apart for a higher mission. You will be placed where the light is most needed. You will find yourself in conversations where your words bring healing, clarity, and direction as naturally as breathing. This transfer is right, but more than that, it expands your reach. Chosen One, September the 21st, unlocks the unveiling within you. You will perceive more deeply, see more clearly, sense more quickly what is true in a world of counterfeits, and recognize opportunities behind the masks. This is part of the greater gift, alignment. The transfer is shaping you because you must be ready to carry what is coming. Just as you once sensed danger before it appeared, now you will discern destiny before it manifests. You will know which doors are yours and which ones are not worth your time. The inner guidance rising within you will become your greatest treasure after September 21st. You will discover that fear no longer holds you back. Where hesitation once lived, you will move forward boldly. Where self-doubt once whispered, you will walk with unshakable confidence. This is the inner spiritual transformation. From doubt to certainty, from silence to boldness, from waiting to action. When this change shapes your spirit, everything outward will shift to match it. The world will respond when the chosen rise with unwavering conviction. The spiritual depth of this transfer is the anchor that keeps the blessings secure. Without it, blessings might come and go, but with this divine alignment, nothing planted so deeply can be uprooted. The September 21st transfer is not a passing moment. It is a covenant, a sacred decree that the days of lack and delay are over, and the days of abundance, fulfillment, and purpose have begun. Chosen One, your spirit has known all along what your mind is about to see. You are stepping into your truest self, your divine destiny, the unstoppable flow prepared for you. In the great transfer of September 21st, it is not only that new things are given, you yourself become new. And when your fullness emerges, the world will not only witness the blessings, but the essence of who you are, the light of the chosen one who has stepped fully into destiny.